Hello lovely people, today I would like to talk about the book and movie adaptations of Because of Winn Dixie by Kate DiCamillo. Because of Winn Dixie is Kate DiCamillo's debut novel. It was published in 2000 and was the recipient of many awards, including the Newbery Honor Award. It was also a New York Times bestseller. This copy of Winn Dixie has 182 pages. Because of Winn Dixie is set in a small town in Florida in the United States. It follows the main character, India Opal, who goes by Opal, who has moved to this small town because her father is the preacher. The book begins with her in the Winn Dixie grocery store, coming across a silly dog who is destroying the place. She claims him as her own and takes him home, where her father reluctantly allows her to keep him. The driving force of this novel is Opal's desire to make friends and connect better with her father and better understand her mother, who she doesn't really remember because she left when she was very young. Throughout this book, Opal interacts and befriends several characters because of her relationship with her dog Winn Dixie. One of the first characters that she meets and becomes friends with is Otis, who is a simple man who plays music and works at the local pet shop. Another person she befriends, the elderly wise lady who owns the local library and shares stories of her past, and a Miss Gloria Dump, a woman who the local town's children believe is a witch. Dixie runs into her yard and Opal follows to retrieve him and ends up meeting an eccentric elderly lady who has lost most of her vision but teaches her some important lessons. Opal has a hard time making friends her own age, but throughout the novel she learns that there is more than meets the eye. The climax of the story is a lovely little summer party with all of her friends at Miss Gloria Dump's house. I really loved this novel because of the themes and messages that were throughout it. Since it was a children's novel, it was really simple and understated, but I think that a good children's novel is something that an adult or child alike can read and get something profound out of it, and I feel like I did. My two favorite passages from the book I feel like really encompass the themes of this story. The first passage is part of a conversation that Opal is having with Miss Gloria Dump, and it is, "Did the whiskey and beer and wine, did they make you do the bad things that are ghosts now?" "Some of them," said Gloria Dump. "Some of them I would have done anyway, with alcohol or without, before I learned." "Learned what?" "Learned what is the most important thing." "What's that?" I asked her. "It's different for everyone," she said. "You find out on your own. But in the meantime, you can't always judge people by the things they done. You gotta judge them by what they are doing now." The next passage is also a quote from the character Miss Gloria Dump. I feel like Kate DiCamillo really used Miss Gloria Dump as a way to teach Opal really valuable life lessons, and I feel like this is another one. "Come here, child," Gloria Dump said. She reached for me and pulled me close to her and whispered in my ear, "There ain't no way you can hold on to something that wants to go, you understand? You can only love what you got while you got it." I feel like this book is a very good read for children or adults alike. It was a very quick read. I read it in one sitting and it was very sweet. I recommend it to everyone. I gave Because of Winn Dixie, the novel, 5 stars. The movie adaptation of Because of Winn Dixie was released in 2005, starring Anna Sophia Robb and Jeff Daniels. I feel like the movie adaptation did an excellent job of portraying the essence of the novel while adding elements that made it seem more realistic than parts of the book. Unfortunately, I felt like the movie adaptation lost a little bit of the charm that came from the novel, but it was still a very good movie adaptation. It also was starring Dave Matthews as the character Otis, and I thought that was a very nice touch. So I gave Because of Winn Dixie, the movie adaptation, 4 stars. Thank you guys for watching this book review. I'm still really rusty and a little bit uncomfortable with book reviews, so if you have any tips or suggestions, I would really appreciate them down below. And if there are any books that you would like to suggest for review, I would love to hear that in the comments section below as well. I am currently reading The Air Affair by Jasper Fforde. What are you reading?